Well, good morning to you. It's just turned 7 o'clock here in Alma, Missouri. At the Missouri farm, I am exercising Cricket. It's going to be the final horse today. Man, it takes a long time. Yeah, we've been harvesting cotton and soybeans. It's mid-October now. We've also got 2 cornfields that we got to try and get to as well. If you look in the upper right, you can see in the near-term forecast there is rain. We're expecting that probably around 11 o'clock this morning for a few hours. So I'm thinking maybe as early as 10:30 and probably continue until probably 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that. So yeah, that's where we're at. We got, what, a dozen horses right now, I think we're dealing with. Takes way too long. I think 2 hours this morning. All right, Cricket, where'd you go? I think inside the stable. Should be 2 in here. One of them's going to be Roswell and the other will be Cricket. This is Roswell because the brush is not coming up. In FS22, the brush will appear if they're dirty, and then you spam the circle button until it goes away, and then they should be clean, groomed. We come on over here, we'll put the tack away, and we will check the animal menu, make sure that we're 100% for riding and cleanliness. So starting in the order that we wrote them with Ishtar. Just going to scroll through all of them here until I get to the bottom. Looks like they're all at 100%. We'll check on the sheep and the cattle and the dairy cows and make sure everything's good. It should be. I think we've been keeping everything fed. I got these hay bales I got to put away yet. I think I've been swinging by the grass field that's across from the biogas plant that we have. Every time I go over to the spinnery, and I think it's ready to be cut. Actually, all the stuff around the fields is ready to be cut again as well. So there's a lot of things that need to get done. We got 3 bundles, or 3 pallets of wool bundles ready to go. So we'll load those up, take them over to the spinnery. We're about half done with the cotton, I think, maybe a little more. But we got to get on that, and we'll get a worker going on that here fairly quick. Let's see. So in our sheep barn, they could use some feed. When I get a chance, I think I definitely need to do that. And I think reproduction-wise, yeah, it'll be a couple of months yet. So I don't think that's my oldest ones. And then in the dairy barn, our beef cattle and our dairy cows, overall the feed's pretty good. Bedding's fine. Yeah, we just sold milk, I think, yesterday. So yeah, that'll slowly come up. And I think our oldest beef cattle are like 30 months. There we go. So let's get the telehandler and get that wool over here quick, and then maybe we can swing over into the field, find the cotton picker, get a worker started moving that thing around. So yeah, we're gonna have to pull this out. I might as well drive it around into the yard then. Might make things a little easier. I gotta get that cotton picker going here pretty quick. So we'll just kind of park it out in the middle here. That should be good. Telehandler, we'll load it up, we'll run over the spinnery, and then we'll head over into the field, find the cotton picker. Alright, so as I was saying, that grass is ready to be cut there, and a lot of our grass in our other fields and area around the fields is also long enough that it can be cut again, like around this field to my left. That's all long enough to be able to be cut. So the cotton picker's there. It's almost 8 o'clock now. I think probably dew's burn off enough. We can start picking cotton again. So let's get going on that. I think I can just hop in here and fire it up. Oh, looks like I've run low on fuel. I've got fuel in that blue pickup over at the spinnery. For whatever reason, my service truck, it doesn't work. Let's go ahead and just get this guy going, I guess. All right, first thing. Let me get out. I didn't even look how full it was. Did I leave that? Is that straight? Yeah. Here you go this way. Oh, actually, because we're not done with the soybean field. So I was having a little trouble with the combine, and rather than bring out the other combine, I've already got it set up for corn. We're gonna just do a little old school. So I think, and I don't know how this will work. I don't know how quickly this is gonna fill. But I thought this would be fun to do. Let's see. this has a really small grain tank on it. I think I've got it set up for, I haven't done anything yet, so. Set it up on 360. I think that's a good heading. I can't really tell. There we go. It's dark. I think I'm okay. So how are we doing? We're doing all right. The question is, will I get will I get back down to that end of the field before I gotta offload? I might. So what I could do is when I get back down to the other end, I could put a worker on this. I could hop in the John Deere. What do I got? 4320, I think. We got a Parker gravity wagon on it. I had to take the extensions off to get it low enough that this discharge auger on this combine would fit. So if I can get to the other end of this before I fill the 50% of the grain tank, it should be golden. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little of this just because it's cool. I should have waited maybe a little later, but I'm worried about the rain. It's so kind of dark with how low the sun is right now. You can't see very well. Yeah, I apologize for the lighting. Maybe coming the other way it'll look a little better. But I need to get this done before it starts raining. And I think when it's raining, we're kind of at a standstill, aren't we? We can't really cut grass, we can't really bale anything. Maybe we could bale the soybeans dry? I don't know. Or maybe we should wait till it stops raining, gets a chance to dry a little bit again. Bale it. Don't want to get like mold. I don't know what they use this for anyway. I can't use it for anything. Keep going. Alright, let me flip this around. Maybe we can get some good. Oh, I could go down this side. Keep the pipe to the outside. I guess. Do that. 180. Got it. That's good. As much as we can. Not missing any. So far over. Let's go with that. Get this soybean straw baled as well. In addition to all the grass we gotta cut and stuff. It's gonna be a bit of a pain. All right, so we're done with that. What's going on here? So the guy who's helping me out, I need him to drive it back over by the need him to drive it back over towards the barn, so I don't have to come back out here and get it. I'll see if I can get him to do it for me. Got Mrs. Nebraska Jim. She'll take it back for me. Okay. So I'm gonna take this. We got the gravity wagon. Oh, she gave up on me for an unknown reason. All right, I guess. No such luck. And that's kind of why we want to move to 25. They're a little, the AI is a little more helpful. Let me just run. Sorry about that. Got a frog in my throat. Had to mute the microphone, and of course didn't come back on. So I got to come back and overdub this. What I was saying is I've got to run down here between the straw swaths rather than hop across them. We'll head down and see if we can put this Parker gravity wagon into the flat bottom bin. Thought I'd get a lot more than this actually. It's like, wow, not even like 3,000 liters that we got out of that remaining. I don't know if because it's an old combine it's not as efficient. Do you think they went into that level of detail with how things? That'd be an interesting experiment to try. Does an old antique combine, is it as efficient as a modern one? I don't know. I find it hard to believe that somebody would go through to that trouble, but you never know. It certainly is a lot less than I expected to get off of the part of the field that was remaining. Of course, I can't even remember now how we were doing getting it off in the first place with the other combine. So I don't know why I'm going around the grain bin, but I am. And there you go. I ended up having to cough again. I'm looking to make sure I got the mute off this time. So I don't know if I can get up. It's been a while since I used this thing. I don't know if I can get up on this and get the trigger to come up. I thought I could. Doesn't look like I am. I don't think I'm in a good spot to be able to kind of rotate the pickup and get it under the chute there. Let me see if I can jostle this around. Of course, it doesn't help. This is, got the dolly front end, the swivel axle on the front of this trailer. Increases the level of difficulty immensely. And I don't know, I have a bad habit of oversteering, overcorrecting, and I end up getting the trailer all kind of jackknifed, kind of like that. Maybe if I pull over here, I can swing it. So let me go turn the conveyor on, get in it here, and then if I can rotate it underneath, maybe. Is it gonna fit past the wheel? Oop. That might just work, What does that look like? That might just work. Stopping the trigger. Yeah, trigger came up. All right, so let's get it going in here. Shoot down. And There it goes. It doesn't look real good. I should adjust it, but I'll just stand close to it here so we really don't see it. It's running, looks like it's running out on the ground. All right, we'll go ahead and close the door and put the chute back up. Let me rotate this out of the way if I can. There we go. And then we'll turn off the conveyor. It's fun to use this older stuff sometimes. That's why I really enjoyed the Let's Play on the old Polish farm, because we're using a lot of small Eastern European equipment. It's just kind of neat to see the smaller stuff. You know, it's not as efficient. It's a lot more work. It's a lot slower. It's tough when you got big fields like this. But I really wanted to use that combine. I was thinking about doing it over in that soybean field, but that's not going to be ready for like 8-9 months. So if I want to get a chance to use that combine that we got, I have to do it now. So we left a little bit, and that was fun. Let's see, so now I got to try and back this in. Here we go again. I wonder, I think that if I had a steering wheel and pedals, I'd be a lot better at this. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I think if I had a wheel and pedals, it would be much different, much more intuitive than joysticks on a controller to try and back this in. It's just like small movements and slow, but it's just so hard to finesse the controller, you know? And back too far. There we go. Okay, we're done with this. Let's go ahead and park it back in the shed. It's gonna rain, so let's get it in under cover so it's just not out in the weather. I mean, it's probably been out in the weather before. Let's take care of stuff while we have it, at least. We did buy this used. And some of the stuff that we got around the farm is kind of for looks, but we use it sometimes when we get a chance. The Farmall MV and the old, what? Got a John Deere A over. You never see that, do you? It's over in one of the other buildings over by the sheep barn. So let me pull this back in under cover. That looks good. And power down. We're going to head over to the truck. I think what we want to do is we want to make sure we have the cotton modules out of the weather. So I think we can take these two cotton modules that we have in here, and it should be able to put it into our bale storage. I mean, I haven't done it, but I think it will work, and that'll allow us to store these. We're already full for the most part over at the spinnery and at Granny's knitwear with the cotton modules. I put 2 cotton modules into each of them, and if I were to put another one over there, it would just sit there and it'd feed off it. So we won't put another one in until we got the capacity for the whole thing to go into the production. So I'm going to swing around this way. Kind of the way I wanted to wind around this way and approach it from this direction was, I think I can back in a little better and get lined up so it'll go. So back up here like that. I think that's good. Now the other thing is you can turn on or off this bale storage, bale and pallet storage. It's gone off on me before and I didn't know it. I think it's on. I'm hoping it's on. So if these disappear, of course the cotton modules, they take a little longer to disappear because, okay, there they go. Because they're so big, you know, it's like holding the bale over a feed mixer or whatever. It slowly works it down. Well, not slowly, but over time you see it consume it. So there we go. I don't see them representative in here, but I think they went in. Let's check and make sure that they're in here somewhere. We'll just kind of scroll through till we see that, yes, we have cotton modules, cotton in our storage. Now, by all rights, I probably should have like another storage for it specifically. My realistic-ishness is a little off. But I don't know. Maybe I'll put one in later. But yeah, we can get away with it for now. I don't want to clutter the yard up with more stuff. We'll just go with this. So I'm going to head back over. We will keep working on picking the cotton. What are we at? 18. I think it's going to start raining around 10:30, but I could be wrong. So we'll keep working and hopefully get the cotton picked before it starts raining. Maybe I'll move some stuff back. I don't know. Maybe I can start on something. Maybe I can't really mow grass. I don't want it sitting out in the rain. So I think maybe what could I do? I could start baling the soybean straw, I suppose, until it starts raining. I think that'd probably be the best thing to do. So let me head over here. We'll do a quick time lapse, save ourselves some time in the episode. Alright, we're going to put the Massey Ferguson combine under here as well. So it's protected from the weather too. So we got the cotton module in the trailer. So that's not going to get wet. And then the cotton picker's still going, but the module, it's inside, so we should be fine with that. I think probably about another 45 minutes. And I think it's going to start raining, so I'm not sure what I should do. Gosh. I think what I'll do is I'll probably head over here and get the tractor, and then we'll go get the baler and we can start baling soybean straw. Does that sound like a good idea? Yeah, I think probably that's what we ought to do. I just don't want to get on something else, but I want to be productive. Dang it, I muted the microphone again to clear my throat. I gotta go back and figure out how much I gotta overdub back in. Okay, so I think I said I was gonna try and bale soybean straw as much as I could before it started raining. So let's go grab the baler. We'll get started on that. Yeah, I'd like to get some of the whatever grass work done, but if it's going to start raining in the next half an hour to an hour, probably not a good idea to start cutting grass. I was having trouble with this the last time I was using it, didn't I? When I was using it to wrap grass bales, I think. what do we got left in here? We got 76% of a grass bale. I also realize that it's folded. I can unfold it. There we go. I had just left it unfolded since the, I don't know, probably the first time I ever used it. So I think what we'll do is we'll just get out here in the field and we'll start going. I'm gonna start in this corner. I'm gonna go counterclockwise around, and hopefully we'll end up over by the cotton picker when it's done with that one area. And we can clean that up. So what happens? It immediately turned to the soybean straw. That's fine. So nothing's gonna wrap here. Try and drop them in pairs to make them easier to collect up. And try not to be too messy about it. I still got little bits, don't I, of soybeans that I didn't get. It's gonna be annoying. All right. I see the cotton picker is still going, but it's about to a point where it's going to stop. What I want to do is ensure that I don't have any cotton modules out in the field once it starts raining, so they don't get all wet. And I also want to make sure we're not harvesting, picking. If it's raining, we don't want the yield to get reduced. And then also we'll stop the baling of the soybean straw once it starts raining. We'll just have to wait, I think, the rain out. If there's anything we can do, I could maybe go into town, check on used equipment, and have lunch at Mama Joe's. Once the rain stops, we'll come back out and get back to work and continue. I think we'll get on to the corn tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to try and get it done yet today. I'll probably continue with baling of the soybean straw and the harvesting of the cotton today after the rain shower. Not sure how we're doing on time and what all we'll be able to include, but that's the plan right now. So let's just continue till it rains. Okay, it's 12 o'clock noon. I just finished up having lunch here at Mama Joe's Diner. We drove into town and got something to eat. Once it started raining, I ended up losing, I don't know what happened. My video capture ended up getting corrupted roughly about the time I just cut it in the editing, right after that. It did go a lot longer until it started raining. Baling silage in that field. Let me get out of the rain. We loaded up the cotton modules out of the field into the trailer as well, and then we came into town. I brought the gooseneck trailer on the back of the F350. I also stopped by the store here and looked at the used equipment beforehand, before we went over and had lunch, but I lost all that. So we're back over here and we'll just pick up where we left off. It should stop raining maybe around 12:30. I could have probably stayed at Mama Joe's until around then, but I just wanted to, I like the rain change, you know, with the overcast skies and thunder and stuff. I think it's awesome. So in the used equipment here, there's the Volvo BM LM841. It's a old wheel loader. It's only $26,000. Yeah, the savings not great. Usually I don't like to buy these unless the savings are really great, but we're doing well on money. And I think it'll help with manure, loading the manure spreaders. That's probably one of my main reasons for getting it. And the other thing I'm thinking about under wheel loader tools is, it's over here, it's a CSZ pack thing, that maybe this bale fork with grabber is not really designed for the cotton modules, but it might be something that we could use to grab the cotton. Nah, it probably won't go high enough, will it? Well, I mean, yeah, you don't have to grab it low to load trucks. I don't know. But I think, where is the manure fork? There it is. Manure fork of forged teeth. I think that's what I'd get. Or should I get the multi-purpose? Nah, I think, oh, what are these? Big fork. Oh, those are too big, aren't they? Mm. 10,000. I don't know. That would be useful. It almost seems like it's too big though, doesn't it? What's the width on this? Oh, 2.4 is like half of it. Nah, I think this is probably the thing to go with. So let's get that. And the wheel loader. With Michelin's. Like that. Yep. So $30,000 spent. I don't think we really needed it, but it'll make things a little easier loading the manure spreaders. So yeah, what I have gotten in the habit of doing is going into, what is it? It's like the media files. You can do it, you can look at them without actually leaving out of Farming Simulator. So what I would do is I would go in there and I would look and see if I could still go into the video file and edit it. And usually that means it's not corrupted and good. So I'm in the habit of doing that before I save the game. And quit out of it. So what happened, it looks like, I thought I did that. Maybe I could have went with the bigger one, I don't know. Is this gonna fit on that trailer? This thing is pretty large. But then when I went in and was editing in Share Factory, yeah, I did end up crashing. I lost the video file, and well, we'll just deal with it. Oh, this will be fine. This will be great. Okay, we'll take this out to the farm. Maybe around the time we get there, it'll stop raining. I don't know. All right, we're back at the farm. It's almost 12:30. A couple of times there on the way back, it started getting a significant lean on that trailer. It actually frightened me a little bit. I thought we were going to go over, but we ended up not, so I guess that's good. Alright, so I'm going to park this right here. I think that's the right spot. I guess I'll leave it running so I can put the ramp up on the gooseneck when I'm done getting this off of there. I don't know what that view was. All right, hop out here. I could see the engine. That was weird. Let's put that ramp up and turn that off. This I'll move over by the manure heap. Heap, that's the word. I keep calling it, I don't know, plate, all kinds of other things. I keep forgetting. Heap. Yeah, the manure heap. I think this was a good buy. That International tractor I'm still tempted by, but, yeah, I don't know. So what was the capacity of this manure fork? I don't even remember what it was. Let's see. Is this maxed out by any chance? 2,500. Okay. That's a good deal. So the other bucket on the skid steer was like 12,000. So this is an improvement. Not great, but it's an improvement. Kind of slow to offload, but okay. Park it there. So yeah, I got the truck with the cotton modules is over here. We're ready to load those into the bale storage, and then I think everything else is out in the field. So let me get out of the rain here. I don't know when it's going to stop. I think we'll just come in here and wait for the rain to stop. I think it should happen within the next what? Maybe the next 15 minutes to half an hour. So we'll just wait the rain out here. I'll probably speed up time, maybe to 240. So that kind of did it fairly quickly for us. We didn't, yeah, we'll try and make that look good in editing. Let's see here. So I think let's offload the cotton modules here. I don't think I was far enough forward to do that. Let's pull up to here, then reverse. There we go. I think we got the angle now. A little more space. I think right there they should go in. Yep, there we go. All right. Gonna head back out to the field, get a worker going with the cotton picker again. My pickup's out there. Actually, we should probably refuel it. There's where we got in the baling. And I was going to include it as a time lapse for whatever reason, you know. We had a problem with the video capture. We got a lot of field work to do, so we can't really lollygag. I think I want to turn this field that we're getting the soybean straw off of, I think I want to do the organic winter wheat, the einkorn wheat in that field. Which means we need to get it kind of mulched, cleared. There's not a lot of cotton left, is there? Nope. And there's some bad micro terrain up here that's gonna mess with the cotton harvester, so let me go get... Do I need to refuel? I probably don't have to. I think I got enough to finish it. Let's go ahead and set the worker off. I'll get out. I think they should be fine. I'll get in here. Oh, I do have crop destruction on, and I had the bright idea to pull in front of the cotton picker to stop it once it started raining, and I just barely drove into the field. Alright. So, shoot, I missed some bits of soybeans. Or I should say the worker did, that I never went back and got, and I don't think I'm going to. That's slightly annoying, but it's probably not worth the effort to go and get. There was a time when I would have went and got a combine to get those little specks, but it's probably less than 500 liters or something, so it's probably not really worth the effort. Sort of like my habit of chasing down, oh, what's going on with the baler? You see that white thing? What is that? Can you see it here? See this line? What the hell's that? Ah, dang it, what's going on? No. While the bale is being wrapped. Okay, I think that took care of it. That was weird. Wrapping. What the heck is it wrapping? Actually, if I had my way, I'd get over there and start on cutting grass on that one field and baling it. Well, we probably will. Oh gosh, did I get off? Oh, I was full. I was like, what's going on? I'm not picking it up. It's like the having the why is it not Alright, we got a problem. There we go. Uh-oh, I think we're gonna have a problem here, aren't we? With this baler. Dang it. It's gonna do that thing where it doesn't want to unload again. Remember when we were doing, oh, look at my pickup bouncing like that. Remember when we were doing that one field? Or not the field, the area between the, where the wheat was and the cotton field. Back there by where the field tank for the slurry's at. We were cutting the grass. So when this fills, yep. Oh God! Oh. And then I'm not going to be able to unload this one, right? Yeah. Okay. What am I going to do about this? Let me see if I can resolve this problem. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to come and get the, go get the case Maxim with the bale spikes, pull that off of there and probably reset the baler. Let's see if that fixes it. Let me turn this off. Let me do that, and I'll maybe see you back here with it solved. I don't know. All right. I just got a message. The AI worker has completed their task, so that'd be the cotton picker that was up there. I ended up, I couldn't figure out how to select the baler to reset it, so I just ended up saving and quitting. I hope I don't regret that. And we'll see if that resolved our issue here. I don't know. So we'll know if the bale I guess we got to make two to figure out whether it worked or not. So we'll keep going till that. I don't know, what are we, almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon? I'm not sure how we're doing on time. I think I had 35 minutes. Before we left Mama Joe's, roughly, maybe. So I don't know, because we had 25 minutes. There's not much time lapse between then and now, so yeah, we're probably out of time. Okay, that looks promising. That looks good too. I think we're okay. I think this is going to be good. So yeah, I think what I'll probably do is I'll go ahead and I'll continue to bale in this field. That way tomorrow at the end of October we can harvest corn and maybe get that grass cut and baled for silage in that one field. And there's a lot of grass that would make hay. I'm not going to get, I'll only get one more cut this year, so maybe I could just do it in November and it'd be fine. So really the only time lapse we had was driving back from the store. So yeah, I think we're gonna run out of time. So I'll just bail this field. I want to thank you for hanging out with me here in Alma, Missouri at the Missouri farm. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? Don't cost nothing. See you next time. We gotta keep an eye on that fill level. I don't know, it could be beeping a warning at me here in the cabin. I wouldn't even know it because of my high frequency hearing loss. I should go back and buy that tractor. I just may.
PlayStation